This episode of Sweet Tea and Economy. Today we have Liz Shobe and Jason Lewis of Olive AI, and they're going to talk to us about their new, really fascinating company dealing with the creative and AI world, and also talk about the breakout session that they're doing at the Friends in Business expo that's coming up on May 29th. So thank you so much for being here today, Jason and Liz.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
So tell me, what is this about Olive AI? It sounds absolutely fascinating.
Olive AI is a creative agency that believes that AI can be a really great tool to enhance a people-first approach to technology.
Okay. You want to add anything to that?
I have a very technical background in marketing as well, and she's creative, and so that way we just mesh together. And so, I'm very techie, and she's very creative, and so it's gives a more humanized approach.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've worked together for a few years in a number of capacities. Jason has a corporate background. I have a nonprofit and education and arts background. And we found that we worked really well together with a meeting of the minds. And it just became a really natural partnership. And we've been talking about this project for a couple of years. And it's finally became the right time to do it. So this is a really exciting time for us.
Ain't no time but to do it.
Exactly.
So yeah, you're more on the UX, UI, design, that kind of world, and you're marketing communications. So that blending.
Yeah,
is
he's the tech genius. I sprinkle my fairy dust on it to make it look pretty, basically.
Yeah, understood. So what are the services that your business provides? Is there 2 or 3 main things you all provide?
So we have 3 main prongs. The main prong for Olive AI is a marketing and education component where we can work with businesses and nonprofits to streamline their marketing for them, manage their portfolios for them, get them on podcast tours, do social media for them. We can also train them on how to utilize AI in their day-to-day operations as well. So we can teach them how to build a chatbot on their website, do automated responses on their social media direct messaging platform.
And this is for small businesses or corporations?
Businesses, nonprofits, anybody who wants to hire us on, and we can train them. We can go into their offices and train them on how to utilize AI to create their automated emails and things like that. There's a number of different things we can do.
Okay.
The second main area that we focus on is we have a publishing arm called Pomsky Publishing, which is I think Jason's baby. It's really cool. I'll let Jason talk about that. And then the third prong that we have is our print ready arm, and that's really kind of my baby. We each have our own things that we really are passionate about. And the print ready arm, we have a Redbubble storefront. And it's called Tabby Design Company. So Olive is named after Jason's fur baby, and the publishing arm is Pomsky Publishing, which is also named after Jason's fur baby. And Tabby is, I have a cat.
Oh, you're cat parents. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a cat mama, and I have a tabby. And so that's where I kind of get to let my art background shine, my graphic design background shine. And so we have a storefront on Redbubble. Hopefully soon we will have an Etsy storefront and a Printify, Shopify storefront as well.
Yeah, and also our logos are after our pet. So my Olive was the name of my Yorkie, and she always wears a red hoodie in the fall. So that's kind of where the branding came from. And then Pomsky Publishing is after my Pomsky, and so she's 60% Pomeranian, so she looks more Pomeranian than Husky. And so
I can't imagine a big dog.
She's adorable.
No, she's like 16 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's a handful.
But we've been having a lot of fun with Pomsky. That's what we've been focusing on most recently.
Yeah, and so what we do is we create images with AI, and then we touch them up in Illustrator and Photoshop, and then we'll put it on Amazon KDP. You don't have to keep an inventory at all. You can just you can even hire us to manage your own store, and we can create books for you and put them on Amazon, and you can make money while you sleep.
Yeah, so we have coloring books. We have ebooks. We actually have some
of just anything, or you about pets, or
we actually. I'm a cook in my free time. I really love to cook, and so we have 6 recipe ebooks as well on our publishing site.
Yeah,
so we can publish pretty much anything.
Yeah, I'm coming out with crypto books because I'm really into crypto.
Oh boy, that's a big subject.
That's all.
But we can even create like ebooks talking about AI and things like that. So if somebody comes to our workshop and they want to learn more about it, they can purchase one of our ebooks that we publish through our publishing arm and learn more about AI.
That is very cool. So, all right. So there is a ton
There's a
going
lot.
on about AI, ChatGPT. Is it the same thing? This might be a question for you. Is it the same thing?
It's all.
And I know you're really smart, but break it down to us.
Okay, so it's all different revenue channels that are powered by AI that is under Olive AI.
AI is the technology.
Yeah.
ChatGPT is one of the platforms, and there's many different platforms for AI.
Okay, understood. And which is your favorite ChatGPT or platform to use?
So I was using Gemini a lot, but then their image creation just was terrible lately. And like the new ChatGPT upgrade came out, and like we were like creating all these amazing images that you actually teach the GPT, like, this is what I want. Here are reference images. And so one of the products that we're coming out with soon is a coloring book that is about Western North Carolina, because I'm from Western North Carolina and my hometown got flooded.
Okay.
And there was a lot of devastation. And, in the mountains where my grandparents lived and from, it looked like we got bombed. And so we want to create we wanted to create a coloring book, and we want to raise money for helping victims. So profits from that are going to go to helping victims, and we're going to work with the chamber for that.
Yeah, that's a big thing for us as the philanthropy piece of this. So we're going to be creating some pride coloring books, and that will go back to the LGBTQ community. We're going to be creating some other ones as well, but the Western North Carolina one is a big passion project for ours because, as Jason said, he's from Western North Carolina. I'm North Carolina born and raised, but I'm from Eastern North Carolina, so we know what it's like. And the devastation is still apparent all these months later. This recovery is still happening.
Yes, it is.
And it's never too late to support your home.
I love that.
It's very important to keep our small businesses supported, and this is our way of helping, because we know the struggles of a small business, especially like when you're not getting the help that you need. It's really hard.
So if you were sitting across from a small business owner that is just absolutely terrified of AI, ChatGPT, whatever acronym you need to use, what would you say to them to make them more or less scared to try something new and see how much it can help their business?
Sure. So I would say that AI is nothing to be afraid of. AI is just another piece of technology. It's another tool. And we all use tools in our day-to-day work life. I know a lot of folks are scared. They think that AI is going to take over. That's not something that you need to be afraid of. Any tool can be used and abused, but it's people that do the using and abusing, not the technology itself. And we use technology every single day. We basically carry around computers in our pockets now. That's technology that maybe 30, 40 years ago, people would have been freaked out by, but now we've embraced it. And when you embrace technology, you can have those important conversations around ethics, which is a really important conversation to have, but we would also rather have a seat at that table than not.
Sure. Okay.
And we can always identify problems with their business. Like, what's your biggest issue right now? Well, this is how we can help you with this. And we can point to a tool and we can teach them this tool, and then their lives are a whole lot simpler.
What's the easiest way to, like, I guess, rip the Band-Aid or stick your toe in the water, whatever analogy that you, or cliche you want to use, but what's the easiest way to get into it?
So I would say email composition is a really great way to kind of dip your toe in the water. That's how I got started embracing AI, because coming from a nonprofit background, you're doing the job of 5 people. You're running ragged, doing 5 million things. And I learned from Jason, actually, that AI is not something to be feared, and it can really help. So why spend 30 minutes drafting an email when you can spend 5?
If not less.
Exactly.
And one of the things is like, before, like, you would have to like copy the email and then like put it in a ChatGPT and like, how do I want to respond this way, and it would compose to it. But now, like, if you're using Gmail or even Outlook, I hate Outlook, but if it will automatically, you tell it what you want to say, and it will create and compose it, and you just edit it the way you want.
I like that. I like that. You all are doing a breakout session at the Friends in Business Expo on May 29th, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Tell me about that. Why should somebody come to see you all?
Come and check us out because we're going to have something for everyone. We're going to show that AI is not a tool or a technology to be feared, that it really has everyday practical uses for everyone, regardless of what business you're in, where you are in your life, how you can use it in your business and your nonprofit, and how we take that person first approach to technology, and that it is a tool to be embraced, not feared.
Yeah, and we'll have live demos and Q&A, and we can have a little workshop, and we can help you build your resume or help like do a demo of how you can automate your social media posts, etc. It's going to be great.
I'm gonna have to come to that one. Social media is hard.
It really is. It is not easy.
No,
keeping it fresh is really, really challenging. So.
Yeah, and technology is a great way to help keep it that way.
Yeah.
With the name of the podcast is Sweet Tea and Economy. So I gotta know, do you drink sweet tea?
I do not, but I used to as a kid, and that's why I don't drink it anymore as an adult, because I drank so much of it. Like, those big gallon jugs at Food Line of the sweet teas and the lemonades.
Oh, yes.
I drank so much of them as a kid. I have this memory of standing by the fridge and just chugging it when I was like 6 years old. And I think it was my body was like, no more sweet tea for you.
I hear you. What about you?
I drink unsweet tea. I used to drink sweet tea as a kid, but I drink unsweet tea and herbal tea now.
Okay. Understood.
I'm a lemonade girl, but my parents are big Arnold Palmer fans.
Oh, yeah. Lemonade and sweet tea.
So it's
together.
like a good middle ground.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you so much for being with us today on this episode of Sweet Tea and Economy. Liz Shobe and Jason Lewis with us. So check them out. What's the website again?
oliveaicreative.com.
oliveaicreative.com, and we'll put it in the captions. See you next time.